It shows that we're already live.
All right. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Morning.
Good morning, man. How's everybody doing?
It's almost not morning for some people. But...
No, it's very late in the day. We have had a busy day here at Taylor Towing, that's for sure. We had to go on a key hunt earlier. We didn't lose the key technically, but we did. So the part of the key fell out of the key fob.
Oh yeah.
And so we had our part of the key, but the metal part fell out. So it was just a bad key. And Heather, you know, she's always looking for rocks and treasures and arrowheads, and she's the, you know, artifact finder of the group. And she went out there, and it's a long way between our office and where the car was at.
All right.
And she found just the key, not a key fob. It's not big. She found just the metal part of the key between here and there. So.
Y'all said that you were going to look for a key, and I was like, there ain't no way they're going.
Oh yeah, we decided United Women are. They be digging stuff up. She found it. Well, how's everybody doing? Y'all having a good day?
Get the comments pulled up here.
We got a busy week. I fly out this afternoon at 4 o'clock from Jackson to North Carolina. I finally found us a trailer. It just happens to be attached to a truck. So I bought a truck and a trailer, and we're going to sell the toter home as soon as we get it back. But it was a better deal as a combo. So I'm going to fly to North Carolina and drive it back. As soon as I pull it in the shop, we'll be headed to New Orleans to fly back out to Pennsylvania for Maple Grove. So I got to fly to North Carolina, drive home real quick, and then drive down to New Orleans, then fly to Maple Grove. So that's my week. We have some cool stuff to share with you guys once we get to the racetrack. I'm very excited about that. Out of several people we've partnered up with, it's definitely one of my favorite. So I'm super excited to share that. It's everything I can do not to tell y'all about it now, but we're going to wait till we get to the racetrack. Once we get everything on the car and stuff, we're going to share it with you guys, and it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I'm looking forward as well. It's a really, really cool partnership. We're definitely looking forward to it. So, America's List.
America's List, man.
Another episode down.
Yeah, unfortunately, I've had good comments, bad comments, and what I do appreciate is the guys that support us 24/7. I really appreciate the positive comments, and we've been doing this for a long time, and it's probably the worst showing that we've ever had on the amount of losses we've had. And it wasn't due to preparation. You know, we prepared, and we thought we were 100% ready. I was one of the first people over there, actually. You know, I was there a while in advance getting ready. We were beating the streets up, getting this car ready, and it didn't matter. You know, the car's running good. We're just not having, you know, I hate to call it bad luck. We're just not having good luck. We're making killer passes. You know, we just, unfortunately, the cars broke at the wrong time. You know, we had great parts in it. It's not like we had junk in it, but it's just, it's broke at the wrong times, and we've got outrun a little here or there, whether, you know, the other guy took a guess or whether I slept a little bit, it doesn't matter, you know. At the end of the day, we just hadn't had a good showing. But I can promise y'all one thing, we do not quit. We will keep digging, and somehow, some way, we'll make a better appearance. You know, we'll get back towards the top, and that's always our deal. We never claim to be the best of the best, but what we do claim to be is we try to be competitive 24/7, and that's what I promise you guys. We will always stay competitive somehow, some way. If I'm not competitive, I'll quit doing it.
Bobby's on here. He says, "Put me in, coach."
Bobby, man.
That's what we did.
Yeah. Bobby, you did great. I'm so proud of you. I don't care what any of these guys say. And I don't want to get into a feud between you and Ryan and all that stuff. What I will say is the way you went about getting your number one spot, you were respectful as a racer, and you did it the right way. When you run Ryan and lost, you raced down. No questions asked. You didn't look for loopholes. You didn't call that man right back out. You didn't do any of that. You raced down, you raced up. You raced down, you raced up. And for that, I commend you. You've done a great job. I'm super proud of you. And as far as the rule change and stuff like that, I know a lot of people were asked about that. And I even had people say they lost respect for us because we changed the rule. But to us, we didn't change the rule. When that deal started, they told us, the first thing Sean told us was no more chasing everybody around. If you lose, you race down. And that's what stuck in all our heads. Whether we misunderstood him, that's the words he said. And maybe he added to it, or maybe there was more, and maybe we took it out of context. I don't know. All I know is in my mind, from the start, if you lose, you race down. You don't race back up until you win. And I think everybody there was under the same understanding. I know all of Memphis. We never agreed with Memphis, and we agreed on that. Texas agreed with us on it. The whole team, NOLA, of course. But it was... I hate that people think that we changed that, because in our minds, that's the way we were racing from day one. And all Bobby wanted was to get treated just like he treated Ryan. Ryan is a super good guy, and he just wanted to get back to the number one spot. But I think he should race down before he raced up, and that's the way I think it should be. If I was in the number 2 spot and I raced for number 1 and I lost, I would race down, no questions asked. I don't. You shouldn't just be able to keep calling that person back out. But,
Yep.
But that's done with. We moved past it. You know, I don't think anybody has any hard feelings about it or anything like that. It's just we had to relive the deal when it starts airing, and that's what we did last night. So, but I'll skip on. We'll move to some more positive stuff. But good job, Bobby.
Yeah, for sure. You want to get into your first race last night? We can watch it back.
Yeah, absolutely. First race last night was with Boddie. Me and Boddie made our same deal as usual that I've been making pretty much since the start of this deal. And, you know, at first I thought, you know, he had jumped. I'm pretty sure he guessed, which is fine. That's part of it, you know. But he hit it just perfect. And when somebody hits the light just perfect, what that means is I probably let go of the button before the light come on, but the car didn't move until the light come on. So that makes the other guy look crazy late. So let's just say Boddie was dead on it, and let's just say I was a little late, and we'll call it that. But we still had a dang drag race. He was on that bike. Good job to him. No hard feelings. And when he come back from the run, he's like, did I guess? Did I jump? You know, I think that he knew he let go of the button before the light come on, but the car physically did not move until exactly the same time as the light. So he hit it perfect. I'll tell you, Boddie, I've had respect from Boddie since I met him years ago. Probably 5 or 6 years ago when I met Boddie, we were street racing, and I was running David Bird Jones. And whether I probably, they're telling how much money I've won off of Boddie over the years. I hate to say it that way, but he was backing David Bird Jones, and at the time, and David Bird Jones was driving his Nova, and I believe that's the car David's got now. I'm not sure on that, but I beat him on the street for like 5,000 or more, and then I beat him at the track a couple times for some big money just like that. So but I tell you, when Boddie paid up, man, he was always smiling, always respectful, and anytime if I'm gonna gamble with anybody, and I've lost to Boddie too. I've side bet a lot with Boddie over the years, and not saying I'm way up or anything, but I remember the moments where I won because when he paid me, he wasn't mad, he wasn't aggravated. He just paid up and went about his way, and I thought, he's a super humble guy that seems to be, respectful 24/7, whether he's winning or losing, and I like Boddie a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, same here. He's an awesome guy. He's always out to have a good time, and if you want to gamble, that's your guy.
if you want to gamble on the starting line, Boddie's the guy to gamble with, because whether he wins or loses, he's still going to sit there and talk to you and have a good day.
Yeah,
and
that's for sure.
so, man, Boddie's a good example of a class act. So.
For sure. You had one other race last night. It would be the second race with you and Dave.
Yep. Running Dave, I knew Dave was going to try to jump, and I decided that I was going to try to leave just a tick early. And what's crazy is, in my mind, I left a tick early, and when you look at the video, it looks a lot like Boddie's pass. It's dead on. And I'm pretty sure I didn't see no light when I let go of the button, but when you look at the video, it just looks like I'm one with a light.
Right, yeah.
So that goes to show you, even though a car leaves dead on the light like that, it can be a guess, But me and Dave both went up there with the idea to leave a tick early, and we had a drag race. He out-mile-and-ironed me, and I didn't have enough in it. He beat me fair and square. So me and Dave are 1-1, and I'm telling you, they probably, you could take how much I won by and take how much he won by and subtract those two, and I bet we would be dead even from those two passes. So,
they were both awesome.
I beat him about as much as he beat me, and man, that's two great passes on the street. I think both of those passes could be top 3 or 4. So.
Look at Dave.
Oh, Dave has said that he was guessing before we even went up there, so I knew I had to guess a little bit. It don't matter, buddy. You drove around me for sure. You had some mile an hour on that one. I didn't have enough snot. I ended up top. I definitely got the tree. But man, I tell you, Dave's car was rolling. I'd have liked to see him. Where that would have went with Dave if had it. Well, I can't really talk about what happens coming up. So Dave's car's running great. I'll address that later. Yeah. But can't talk about the future because that hasn't aired. So we'll have to call them back.
Dave says he still loves you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Dave is a super nice guy as well, and we had some. That was my best 2 drag races. Him and Boddie, they were very close at the finish line on both of them.
You had mentioned last night just about the middle of the list. I mean, Sean has gone over how strong the middle of the list is this year. Especially the Pro Charge Hemis, you, Dave, Boddie, for example.
I would take Boddie, Dave, and myself and gamble with anybody there.
Yep.
For whatever amount.
100%.
And that's how strong those cars was running. We all just ended up in a bad spot. And then a lot of the problem is we had to keep running each other over and over and over the way it fell, and it is what it is. Hopefully, I could see, Boddie or Dave ended up number 1 next time. That's the kind of cars they are.
Yep.
Yep, for sure.
What else? So we ended the episode. Right now, I think Can 2's got a call out on you.
Yep. Called out by Can 2. We'll race him next week, and I'm not sure if we race once or twice next week. We'll have to wait and see. But we'll run him and see how that goes. See if we can stop our downward spiral. Like I say, it's the worst performance we've ever had, but we're too dumb to quit. We'll keep on going, and we'll make a comeback at some point.
Yep. Well, we got NPK number 3.
Second points race, NPK, this weekend, Maple Grove, Pennsylvania. So, like I say, I got a bunch going on this week. Just as a recap of what I got going on, I fly out this afternoon in North Carolina. I bought a truck and trailer. Going to drive it home, and then we're going to sell the truck and keep the trailer. So I'll put my trailer with that truck and sell it. But I found the trailer that I was looking for, and so we bought that. And then as soon as I get home, we're going to drive to New Orleans and fly out for Maple Grove. So we got a busy week. And then we got some exciting stuff once we get at the racetrack.
Yeah, we can go live and share that. That'll be really cool.
Yeah, so if you're in the area of Maple Grove Dragway, come out and see us. We're super excited. We've got a hot rod. We're in what they're calling the Great 8, which is the top 8 in points. And if you ever wanted to see some of the fastest race, some of the fastest, that's where it's going to be at. That's going to be, in my opinion, from here on out, Friday nights are going to be the toughest races that you could possibly see each week leading forward. Because the top 8 is racing the top 8. So there's going to be no easy draws. Not that there's very many easy draws anyway, but there's 0 easy cars in the top 8.
Right. You want to do a couple questions?
Sure.
Before we
See what we got.
Here?
Thank you guys for the support as well. And if you get a chance, please go over to our YouTube channel and like and subscribe.
Henry asks, after 3 MPK races, what's the combo to beat?
The combo to beat. Ryan is doing really well with the Pro Charger deal.
He won the first event.
He won the first event.
Kai won the second event.
Kai won the second event. When we started this season, I would say that Nitrous had the best combination for this series, providing the weight that they're at. And Ryan has done very well to outrun them so far. Ryan hasn't been beaten yet. Ryan had a car breakage, whatever that was, but he hasn't actually been beat yet. So by me saying the nitrous combo would be the best combo for NPK right now, Ryan throws a small kink in that. So Ryan is doing very well with the Pro Charger combo, and I think the Pro Charger combo is the fastest combo out there. But at the weight they have us at, it really holds us up. I think they may have to get into some cubic inch deal or something to give a weight break. It's going to be tough for me at 520 inches to outrun the nitrous cars. They're 900 inches and they're at 2,500 pounds and I'm 2,850. So if my math's right, that's 350 pounds that I have to be heavier than a nitrous car. If they pulled that weight off, I would just have to think we could outrun them. So so to answer that question, nitrous combo is where I think it's at, as far as per the rules being the best. I feel like Pro Charger is the fastest if we didn't have the rules.
Yep.
They feel the same way, or they wouldn't have more weight on us.
That's right. Mark Lowry, are you coming to Prescott?
Yes, I'll be at Prescott with Mike Murillo and Birdman. That's, I believe, in July. I'll have to check my
first week of July.
Yeah, I'll have to check my schedule, but I'm thinking first week of July on Prescott. Got another question?
Oh, there's all kinds of questions on here.
Are you
handpicking
something good? Just pick the next one that pops up.
All right. This is the first one.
Good or bad, we'll answer them all.
Do you know anything about the small tire deal Farm Truck and Asian are doing?
I don't know a lot about it, but I hear it's going to be a new thing, and I think the cast members have already been selected for this first one, but if you're on small tires, I think I would definitely be looking into it. Come out to Maple Grove, see how it works. running the small tire there and make a showing and see if you can be part of it. So I think if you're on small tires, you need to be there.
Yep. That'd be cool. Well, we got some crap to do. We got to get you ready to go to the airport.
Yep.
Where's Heather? They said. Don't show me. I'm here.
I can't reach the camera.
Yeah, we can. Normally, I can reach the camera and swing it around and show her, but she is at her desk doing work. She's always working and staying super busy. She keeps the towing companies going while I'm off racing, and then she flies out last minute usually to come over and help us out with merch sales. But and that's another thing. Thank you guys for all the support on the merch. Y'all have been killing it. If you need anything, ScottTaylorMotorsports.com, and we appreciate the support on the website and at the track. We've had record number sales, especially at the racetrack. So
Yeah.
Heather's been doing a good job keeping everybody going on merch sales. That directly supports our program with the fuel and stuff the way it is, man. We couldn't do it without you guys, and every single one of you guys helped grow our program, and thank you for that. We appreciate you guys.
Yep.
We're gonna hop off of here. What's up, Tommy? It's probably just happened to see it pop up. Thank you guys again. We appreciate y'all, and I know we say it over and over, but really and truly from the bottom of our heart, thank y'all. We appreciate everything, and we will see you guys at Maple Grove.
Yep. Sounds good.